We're only about a third of the way through this list, and I'm just loading this thing with S tiers. We've got another S tier, Herman Miller Gaming Embody. I have put this thing in S tier for like 3 years now. For me, another chair that just checks all the boxes. Ridiculously adjustable. The movement that you get out of the backrest and the seat is really, really good. I love the range of movement and the flexibility. The build quality, second to none. It's Herman Miller. Great policies, good return policy. It's S tier all day for me.
Yeah, I think what Ryan said, it's an awesome chair for sure. I mean, the build on this thing is incredible. It looks super cool from a chair standpoint. As long as you're a chair nerd, I think you're going to think it's pretty dang cool. It's very comfortable in the seat with the pixelated seat system. I like the backrest a lot too. The only thing I personally don't like, which I'm on record stating, is that this always, for whatever reason, with my height at just about 6 foot, this curls my shoulders over just enough to make it uncomfortable for longer sitting periods. But like these arm pads, super soft. They are not maybe as adjustable like with the adjustment numbers that it has, but they're super big pads and they cover as much range as I need. And obviously Herman Miller's got great policies. The only thing I don't love is that they charge you now $99 to return their chairs. But I get it. A lot of people are buying multiple chairs and probably firing them all back at them. So I understand why they're doing it. But still, it's hard to beat. I'm going to go A+ on this.
I'm going to be with Ryan at that S tier. I love this big, wide seat. You can kind of move around in it a little bit, and it has some flexibility. Again, that backrest, lots of flexibility. I'm able to kind of take away some of that shoulder roll by edging out the backrest. You can actually change the backrest tilt independent from the recline. That kind of helps fix that issue for me. And again, like Greg said, it's a great looking chair if that matters to you. So I'm going to be at that S tier. So we come to our first gaming chair in this list. We've been kind of known as at BTOD as saying gaming chairs suck, but the reason why we're even going to put this in the list is because the Fractal Refine gets away from some of the gaming chair problems. So it has a little bit of a more open backrest, open seat where you're not feeling those bolsters like you're really confined. And it also has a nice recline. So that gives me a little boost in this chair. It still doesn't have some of the comfort that I like from a lot of these more ergonomic chairs. Because I feel the price at $600 is a little bit high, this is only going to be a C+ for me.
Like Robert said, we typically hate on gaming chairs quite a bit, but I actually like this quote gaming chair because they kind of started more with an ergonomic chair mindset instead of the racing style chair mindset. I do wish they would have went completely away from the racing chair mindset in the seat. You can see it's got some bolsters. I wish they would have just gotten rid of them, but I do like the fact that it's got a nice normal recline. It's got two-way adjustable lumbar support, which I think is really comfortable, and the arms are fantastic. Really adjustable, really stable, really comfortable, and I think they have a really unique way where they incorporated the headrest to be adjustable while keeping the high back design, and it is really, really soft. So I give them a ton of credit on designing the chair, kind of going away from the typical racing chair mold, and I think it's a really nice looking chair, and it still kind of looks different than a normal office chair and kind of fits that gaming chair aesthetic. With that said, I think that they could improve their warranty a little bit. I think it could be a little bit more comfortable, and Robert did mention it's a little bit high price for what you're getting, I guess, compared to an office chair. If you were to compare it to like a Secretlab, then I think it's a good value. But in terms of the overall office chair market, I'm going to be right at about a B- on this one.
The thing about the Fractal chair that's the Refine is just that it has so much potential. Like this chair could be so good. They just missed on a couple real key areas, I think. And Ryan, I think you hit it spot on. It's still too gaming chair-ish with like the kind of almost half of a side bolster in the seat in the back. It's just still a little bit restricting. And much like the Evo chair, the Titan Evo 2020, it is firm. It is still very hard in the back and in the seat, which is the reason why I can never get like in this chair longer term, just because it's a little bit too hard for me. But yeah, the armrests are incredible. There's so many different adjustments, and for the people that don't like their chairs just having their arm pads move around, they have all the buttons and things to like lock them down, which is nice. And you do get a really good deep recline with a tall backrest, and the headrest is actually incredibly comfortable. But from a warranty standpoint, it's just kind of middle of the road. It's like 5 years on the frame, 3 years on the foam upholstery, and then when you get into the return policy, it's just going to kind of depend on which place you buy it from. So if you buy it from like a place like Best Buy, or if you go to Amazon or some of those different retailers, each of those brands is going to have their own return policy, so you're going to have to kind of do a little bit finer looking. For me, this is just sort of middle of the road again, unfortunately. It could be better, but I'm just going to go C.
So the Secretlab Titan is the most well-known gaming chair on the market. The problem is I just hate gaming chairs that are designed like this. The racing style gaming chair I think is one of the most detrimental designs in the history of seating, whether you would look at kitchen seating or recliners or whatever. It's just a horrible way to sit. The chairs are super, super firm. All of the companies call them ergonomic. They're not. They're firm, they're stiff, they do not promote movement in the chair. I cannot stand the bolsters. It's just an overall not a comfortable experience. If we look at the build quality, it's a well-built chair in the space. But when I compare the build quality of this chair to other well-built chairs for the same price, $600, $700, I don't think that it compares. I think that a Soji destroys this chair for the same price. I think the Fractal Refine is a way better chair than this price. And so even though it is well-built in its space, and I would like to give it a bump because it's a well-built chair, I can't. And one of the reasons is because I don't like the policies. Them forcing you to share their item and promote it on social media to get the full warranty. I will never give them full credit for the warranty. And so with all that said, I'm at a D-.
This is one of the chairs that I have on the road to redemption for chairs where I F-tiered everything for a while that was really, really bad, and then I realized there was actually worse out there. So I brought this one up in comfort to D. That's not exactly like this glowing review for sure. I think it's just way too stiff overall. The seat is like sitting on an absolute brick. It's so crazy how firm the seat is, and they don't recognize that they have this incredibly soft, headrest that's great. I don't understand how we can't have the best of both worlds, but we don't. So overall for this one, like Ryan said, their policies are weird. 3 years if you don't share, and 5 years if you do for your warranty. I feel like some other incentive other than your warranty should be something that you should get for that to force us to share it online. So I'm just going to go D tier across the board. It didn't go up, didn't go down, it just stayed.
The only real reason I could see buying this is if you really want that gaming chair look, and this will give you that look. It's going to have that styling that looks like you're in that racing chair. But personally, I would rather go with that Fractal Refine. It's going to be more comfortable, but still give you a little bit of that gaming chair look. For me, this is going to have to be a D tier, so we're going to be D all across. If you want to see how we rank all of the most popular chairs, head over to BTODtv to see our full office chair tier list. Click the link in the description.